So we're gonna fix some stuff that we did yesterday. So first things first, let's open up our BP enemy, right? We did the cast widget. Yeah, just delete that. Just delete the function. Fuck it. Just fuck it, man. And we're just gonna do it like this. So get widget, because I didn't really found the method. So I did not really found the method to avoid casting to this. So I'm gonna cast to cast to hellbar. You just plug it into the begin play basically, so you don't have a function. So now we're gonna have another custom event. This will be damage indicator. Once again, we're gonna probably do the casting. So let's have another widget blueprint, and this will be widget blueprint damage indicator. So basically, if you know, in several games, whenever you damage something, you see like a health or the damage indicator. So that's basically what we are going to create. So let's have a canvas panel and let's have a text. Plug that in and set that into the middle. Reset all the positions. Alignment 0.5 by 0.5. Size to content. So middle. Size to content, and the text should be 0. Just like that. So now we're gonna have an animation. You don't really have to have an animation, but I will. So let's have an animation called play anim. Click on it, go to track, select text, go to track again, so the plus sign, color and opacity. So it's going to go from yellow, so change it to yellow as you can see, appearance, and there should be like a keybind right there. Add a keyframe for this property, click on that. Go to 50, change the color to really red as you can. Once again, click on it. Click on the keyframe. Go to 1 and just change it back to the yellow, or just copy the keyframe. So copy and paste. So it goes from the yellow to the orange to the red, and once again, just like bam. Or actually, let's make it so it just goes to the red. So let's move this right at 50. We're gonna make it a little bit more orange, just like that. Add the keyframe. So it like goes to the orange, then goes to the red. So now at 0, 0, search for render opacity. So add right here, set it to 0, add a keyframe, go to 50, add 1, and add a keyframe, and go to 1, and this will be 0, just like that. So now it should look like this. So basically at 0, 0, everything is 0, so the render opacity is 0. At 1, it should be 1, and at 135, it should be 0 again. So now you have this kind of animation whenever you damage. So of course, if you don't want to, you can just not have an animation. Go to graph. Let's do a custom event called play. Or let's do a damage indicator animation. That's kind of large, but I mean, hey. Get the play animation, and that's it. Go back to the enemy base. Gonna add a component called widget. Once again, a widget. This will be damage indicator. Okay, damage. I guess that's all. Or an indicator, whatever. And let's set it so it's like out of the capsule somewhere there. We can make it so it's a little bit higher. Widget class, this will be the damage indicator. Doesn't really show, I don't know why. Now once again, we're gonna get the damage, get widget, and once again cast. It doesn't really take a lot of resources when you cast, for example the widget, but still not really a good way to do it. Now we're just gonna do damage indicator animation, and that's basically it. Let's now plug that into the damage. So let's go to zombie enemy and go to false, or actually right where we damage it, we're gonna do damage indicator. Bam. So it's kind of cool. So it kind of communicates from the base, from the parent to the child. So we can get any event that we create in the base to the child. So now if we play, I don't know if it's gonna show, I'm kind of scared. You can see it gets 0 damage. And you may ask, oh, why is that? Because, dear child, we haven't set the text. So you have to go back to the damage indicator and select the animation, go to the text, set that as a variable and called text indicator or damage indicator. I don't care. Now from the damage indicator in the base, we're gonna set or actually get the text like that and set text. This should be this one. And we're gonna set the text to be, I don't know. So let's plug it in to the custom event and let's call this damage. Go back to the zombie enemy, plug this damage into the damage, and that's basically it. So if we play, you can see we are dealing 25 damage whenever we hit it. So that's pretty cool. So that's basically it for today. It's kind of short, but yeah, I mean, it's cool. You can test it out. Like if you have a gun or something like that, you can just like shoot and deal damage and stuff. So next up, we're gonna do more of the AI. So we're gonna make it move and stuff, chase you, all the basic stuff.